Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll show you here in the video, but on Saturday I woke up and there was snow / ice, little tiny ice crystals all over the place. And that reminded me of cold and flu season. So I decided to check my herbals that I have, and I noticed I didn't have any rose hips. So today being Sunday, I got up, like I said, showered, headed out, and I picked rose hips. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that as well. After I got the rose hips home, I took the tops or the little straggly bits off the rose hips, cleaned them up. The larger rose hips I took the seeds out of, and you'll see that in the upcoming video. The smaller ones I didn't. I left the seeds in. I'm just drying them whole because they're too small to cut open and take the seeds out. So, what you doing? Oh, there we go. So, rose hips are a good source of vitamin C, and they're supposed to help also with osteoarthritis and other inflammatory issues. I checked online. WebMD said that yes, it's used for osteoarthritis and for it's a good source of vitamin C. However, it's very nominal, and if of course you have issues, see your doctor. So, but I like to keep them on hand. I think they work, and yeah, I like to throw them into a tea. Just adds a nice flavor. Now, I do find that the rose hips that I have de-seeded have a different taste than the rose hips that I left whole, because I find the seeds inside the rose hips to be a little bitter. But that's just me, and that's my taste buds. But I'm drinking rosehip tea for the health benefits, or perceived health benefits. Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I'm drinking warm water, and staying hydrated is important. So anyways, I'm going to take you with me, and yeah, let's go. Well, I got up this morning and looked out the window, and it appears we got our first snow. Yep. Oh, look at that. Oh, snow. Snow, snow, snow. So, yeah. I am... Yeah, hello? No, you don't want to go outside. Yeah, I know you want to go outside, but trust me, you're not going to like it outside. Yeah, I know. I know. But I love you. I'm not going to let you outside. No. So, yes, first snowfall. November, what is it? November 13th. Woke up and here's snow. So I'm going to go clear the snow out of the... Yes, my girl. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yes. Am I a bad parent? Am I a bad mama? Because I won't let you outside? Okay. So I am going out. I am going to clear the snow out of the bird feeder and feed the birds. So it turns out this is not snow. This is, if you can listen, ice. Little tiny ice particles. Roads are covered in this icy, slippery stuff. I did fill up the bird feeder, but I had to shuffle my way because yeah, this is slippery. Yeah, it's a lot of ice. So I was also planning on running out this morning because that's pretty much the last of the bird seed. And I was planning to just run out early in the morning, grab some bird seed and come on back, you know, before the stores get too busy. However, with ice all over the roads, no, I'm gonna wimp out. I don't feel like developing my my winter driving skills yet, or not developing, dusting them off. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it for now. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe later today once it warms up.
So I've got a jar. It's an old jar, different lid. They don't match, but you know what? They fit, and that should do for the purposes of gathering some rose hips. Alrighty. Further than I had expected. Many of the rose hips had already been picked or either by people or eaten by animals. So I went further down the river, and you can see here I kind of stopped to check out. There were a few rose hips in this area, but not a whole lot, so I wanted to leave them. I don't like to take all the rose hips from a plant. I just like to take a handful from a plant, leave plenty for the birds, for other foragers, or just for the plant itself to propagate further, because I love wild roses. I don't know about other people, but I love them. And here you can see I found some. So after spending about 45 minutes out wandering through the woods along the river there, I got about 3/4 of my container filled with rose hips of all different sizes and shapes, some long, some round, most round, but there were some long ones which were interesting. So I put them out here on the chopping board, and I didn't wash them yet. What I was doing was removing the little spindly bits. I don't know what it's called. But here's one of the long ones. And of course, one of your typical round ones. There it is. So I grabbed myself a knife and I started to cut. Oh, there's a knife. Well, first I sharpened the knife. And then I started to cut the ends off. So I also realized I didn't have a little bowl to put the cut ones in. So I got that, and here we go. So I started to cut the ends off. Like I said, the little spindly bits. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a name for it, but I just don't know it. So anyways, as I was going here, I realized that many of the rose hips were soft enough that I didn't have to use the knife. So the knife was just kind of smushing the end because the rose hips were quite soft. So I wound up switching over, and instead I was able to just pluck off the little spindly bit with my fingers and pop the rose hip into the bowl. And that's what you can see me doing right here. So after I had taken the little spindly bit off or trimmed them, I had a good amount in the dish that you can see right there. So the next step is some people wash them at this point in time. I don't. Some of the larger ones I wanted to take the seeds out of. The smaller ones I can't take the seeds out of because, well, they're just too small. So those ones I wound up leaving whole. But some of the larger ones I was able to either cut in half or rip in half and get the seeds out. So here's me trying to find one that I can show you, and there we go. So you can see inside there, once you rip open the rose hip, it's all filled with seeds. So the seeds are bitter, and they've kind of got little hairs around them, so I wouldn't recommend swallowing them. I mean, they're fine if you leave them in the rose hip. Like I said, the rose hip just tastes a little bitter. And yeah, don't eat the rose hip. But there's one all cleaned out, the seeds taken out, and I just set it on the paper towel because they're quite sticky. And I'm trying to show you the seeds. Unfortunately, my iPhone doesn't focus very well, and the seeds are quite tiny. But yeah, there's me trying to show you what the little rose seeds look like. Yeah, that's what roses come from.
So that is it. My rose hips are currently on the counter drying. I've spent most of the morning walking through the woods. I picked up some trash while I was out there, and you know, just cleaned up. I mean, I'm taking from nature, so might as well try to keep nature clean. On the plus side, I did find a filled Tim Hortons, or not Tim Hortons, a filled McDonald's card. So I got a free coffee, and I found an empty beer can, which I could take into the local bottle depot and get 5 cents for. So not only do I get rose hips and some vital vitamin C, I also got a free coffee and 5 cents. So let me know down below, do you do any foraging? Do you use any sort of herbal remedies? Have you used rose hips? Have you picked rose hips, dried them, used them? Yeah, let me know. All right, until next Tuesday, I hope you guys stay happy and healthy and take care. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.